Ano mag-generate ng QR code para sa immigration dito sa Japan gamit ang Visit Japan Web. Alamin natin sa video na to, kaya panoorin natin it. Dito nakalagay selection of family members. So sabi dito, select family members traveling with you. Kung meron ka pang ibang dyan nakalagay dito, may mga drop down names ng mga na-register mo na. Each person requires their own entry procedure documentation. Okay, so bawat isa sa inyo kailangan mag-register pa rin dito sa Immigration and Custom Declaration. So let's say yung sa atin, yung main applicant ang i-register natin. So scroll down and makikita natin dyan merong option dyan na link visa. So hindi to applicable sa atin, kaya magpo-proceed tayo sa preparation for immigration clearance, which is i-register natin yung ating disembarkation card online. So magre-register tayo ng disembarkation card for foreigner dito gamit ang Visit Japan Web. So para ma-generate itong display QR code, to ma-generate itong QR code dito at maging enable siya. So right now hindi pa tayo nakakapag-register, kaya i-click natin yung not registered, itong option na to. And sabi dyan, register the disembarkation card for foreigner which is necessary for applying for landing. After registering the disembarkation card for foreigner, you can apply for landing by presenting the QR code to the immigration inspector. So, at least wala ng quarantine ngayon. Ito na lang ang gagawin ninyo at yung custom declaration. So, i-click next na natin to. So, nandito tayo ngayon sa first page, 5 pages ng disembarkation card for foreigner. At kailangan nyo itong gawin sa bawat applicant na nakaregister sa inyong Visit Japan Web. Okay? So nakalagay dyan, yung iba dito populated na hindi na natin kailangan i-enter, like yung ating surname, given name, date of birth, and dito na tayo skip na tayo sa mga information na magpo-proceed tayo dito sa home address. So let's say ang ating home address is Philippines, lalagay natin dyan Philippines, and then city name is kunwari Manila, then click next. Then immigration information to Japan, purpose of visit, required dito, nakalagay dyan. Please be careful when entering intended length of stay as it is often entered incorrectly. Please enter 90 days or less in the duration of stay in Japan. Please enter 90 days or less in the duration of stay in days. If purpose of visit is tourism, business, or visiting relatives. Kung ikaw ay tourist, as a tourist, so kung ilan yung iyong visa validity sa iyong passport, yun lang yung ilalagay mo dito. Okay, so sa option dito, tourism, business, visiting relatives. So kunwari tourism tayo. Click tourism. So kung others yan, ibig sabihin pwedeng work long term. So mas mahabang time ang i-spend mo, yung length of days mo dito sa Japan ay mas mahaba. So for tourism, business, visiting relatives, ito ay maximum of 90 days. Okay? 90 days. So let's say kunwari tourism, then yung ating last flight number is required daw ito, and automatic na meron na siya na populate dyan kasi na-enter na natin yan kanina. Then dito na natin na-enter yon. Since tourism yung ating fill up natin kanina na information, ilalagay ngayon natin dito duration of stay in years. So let's say binigyan lang sa atin is 14 days. So nakalagay dito duration of stay in years. So since 14 days, 0 ang lalagay natin dyan. Then months, 0 din. Then days is 14. So ilalagay mo dyan 14. Ganyan. So huwag kayong malito dito guys, kasi kumbaga i-count nyo na lang kung halimbawa duration of stay in years. Kung 1 year yung working or validity ng inyong visa, lagay nyo dyan 1 year. Then kung ilang months. And then duration of stay in days. Then click next. So next is nasa page 3 na tayo ng page 5. So nakapopulate ulit dyan yung address kung saan tayo tutuloy dito sa Japan. So nandyan na yung postal code, prefecture, city, address, and then yung hotel dito ngayon required kung saang hotel tayo tutuloy. So let's say kunwari Nagoya Hotel na lang. And then telephone number required din yan. Then click next. Then disembarkation card for foreigner, page 4. Nakalagay dito ngayon yung mga questions na dapat nating sagutan. Have you ever been deported from Japan? Have you ever departed from Japan under a departure order? Or have you ever been denied entry to Japan? Then click no. Syempre dapat wala tayong ganung record. Then have you ever been found guilty in a criminal case in Japan or in another country? Yan, click no. And then, do you presently have in your possession narcotics, marijuana, opium, stimulants, or other controlled substances, firearms, crossbows, swords, explosives, or other such items? Then, click no. Yan. So, then, click natin confirmed entered details. And sa last page ng disembarkation card ay may kita na natin yung summary ng ating mga information na in-enter. Like yung ating surname, given name, date of birth, home address, nandyan din ang mga information na yan. I-ano nyo na lang, confirm nyo na lang. Then ito, immigration information to Japan, kung ilang years, months, or days kang mag-i-stay sa Japan, and kung saang address ka tutuloy dito sa Japan, and yung mga answers mo dun sa questions na lahat ay sinagutan natin ng no. Then, click register. So, pagka-click register, registration complete, back to entry return procedure. Pagka-click natin yan, ay scroll down natin ng kaunti para makita natin na register na natin yung ating disembarkation card for foreigner. Registered na yung nakalagay, and pwede na nating i-click yung display QR code. Ayan, display QR code. And makikita ngayon natin dito sa bandang baba yung ating mga information. Ayan, so sa bandang baba, nakalagay dyan, display QR code. So nakasummarize uli lahat ng information na nilagay mo doon, and then click mo yung display QR code para ma-generate itong QR code na ito. So ito na ngayon yung ipapakita mo sa immigration officer pagdating mo sa immigration. So nakalagay dyan yung pangalan natin and yung ating QR code. So ang gawin mo lang ay, since accessible naman to sa yung phone, take a screenshot or print it out, okay? Kung sa computer mo ginawa. So importante mababasa nila yung QR code. Ayan, so nakapag-generate na tayo ng QR code for immigration. Click na natin yung back to entry return procedure. So ang next naman natin gagawin, since nakapag-register na tayo ng ating disembarkation card for foreigner, ay yung preparation for customs declaration. So meron tayong option dito, declaration of personal effects and unaccompanied articles. Not registered tayo dyan. Kaya simulan na natin itong i-click. Ayan, click na natin yan. So nakalagay dito, submit a custom declaration information. If the necessary information on the personal effects and unaccompanied articles declaration are registered, you will be able to go through the electronic declaration gate at the custom inspection site after completing the procedures on the electronic declaration terminal at the airport. So, para mas madali, maging smooth ang inyong paglabas sa custom declaration, ay gamitin ninyo itong option na ito. At i-display nyo lang naman yung QR code pagdating sa custom declaration. So, nandito na tayo sa first page ng Declaration of Personal Effects and Unaccompanied Articles. So yan guys, thank you so much for watching. Kung nagustuhan yung video na to, like this video, mag-comment na din kayo at i-share nyo na rin to dun sa mga babiyahe pa lamang dito sa Japan. Like, share, and subscribe kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe. Mag-subscribe ka na at hit mo yung notification bell para lagi kang updated sa aming mga susunod pang i-upload ng mga videos at sa iba pa mga topics namin related sa pamumuhay dito sa Japan. Puntahan nyo aming YouTube homepage. I-click nyo yung playlist dahil marami kaming playlist dito na makakatulong sa inyong pamumuhay dito sa Japan. Thank you so much again for watching. This is Alan and I will see you on our next video. Huwag nyong kalimutang i-check yung mga videos na lalabas ngayon dito sa screen. Bye!